Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun. We're done with the book learning, and now I'm yearning, I guess, to get back on the open road. So we're going to head to Mount Lanakila, I think it was, wherever the fuck Sophocles trial is located. I know of like two mountainous regions in the Alola region, but first we're going to bop down Route 10.
Well, the only mountains I really know of are Mount Olympus, the mountains you can climb in Breath of the Wild, and Mount Everest, and this Fuji thing I hear so much about, but it's probably not important.
It is indeed snowing on Mount Fuji. Like, you remember this side quest, right? We've got to find the Stufful.
Well, yeah, this lady lost them again, so we have to go find them again. I'm pretty sure she should... Well, I would suggest keeping them on leashes, but I don't think Stufful would like that very much, so I guess you have to make do.
You know, how do you discipline something that could very easily discipline you back? Like, you can put a muzzle on a dog, but what are you going to do to, like, a Stufful or a Beware? Like, give it weighted armor or something?
Yeah, it's like, Stufful, let's go for a walk. No, I'm taking you for a walk. Yeah, okay, sure.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, go back to your owner. There you go.
Let's convince him to go back to the owner. I'm definitely sure that won't backfire.
Oh, Pharaoh, again with this bullshit.
Yeah, I hated this in the original, where they would just kind of jump out of nowhere. Okay, well, it's a fortress that time. Or a Pineco, I'm sorry, fortress is what it evolves to. What's this Pokemon, this piece of shit I've never seen? But, yeah, when I did this side quest last time, I had to get, like, a huge wide berth from these trees, otherwise fuckers would jump out and interrupt me while I'm trying to do my business, and I hate that.
Just trying to drop a deuce underneath a tree and a Pharaoh comes out. Haha, Pharaoh wants to fight? I get... Oh, these jokes are terrible. Oh, Jesus.
I'm just sitting here under this tree trying to come up with the concept for gravity, and these Pharaoh just keep attacking me instead of the apples I'm looking for. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a good point. You think in, like, the Pokemon universe, it was Thomas Jefferson, right, who, wait, no, it was someone else who discovered the theory of gravity, wasn't it?
That was Isaac Newton. Now, Thomas Jefferson you may be thinking of, or Ben Franklin. You know, I mix up a lot of old American guys, I noticed that. But one of them, you know, flew the kite with the key on it. I just imagined a Zapdos was bopping by, decided to zap it for fun. Oh, I've discovered lightning! No, you haven't. You've discovered a Zapdos who's being a dick.
Well, if we go by the Pokemon anime, Vikings are real, the, you know, thing of Minnesota is real. And,
yeah, I'm fixing to say, because they're only in Minnesota. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a nice nickname, and then it's going straight in the box.
I'm going to name this one QWERTY, like all my other Pokemon.
Do you know why I called it Grant?
I admit I'm a little stumped why you would call a Pinecone Grant. Please enlighten me.
Well, it reminded me of a Banjo-Kazooie enemy, so I named it after Mr. Kirkhope.
You know what, that's actually a good point. There's a lot of inanimate objects in Pokemon that just happen to have eyes, so that would fit really well within Banjo-Kazooie.
Why are items found in Pokeballs? Like, you would have thought they'd have the technology nowadays to just put the item on the overworld. Do you think it's for another reason, like, to make them stand out against backgrounds and whatnot?
Well, there's that. My main question is who the fuck is losing these items? They're always past patches of grass, you notice. Somebody deliberately wades out there, drops shit, and then wades back, and then you see it, but you have to brave the wilds in order to get it. I'm pretty sure somebody's just geocaching and not quite doing it the right way.
The concept of geocaching has always been fascinating to me, as someone who loves the concept of a treasure hunt. So, I don't know, maybe I'll, you know, surplus buy some cheap plastic Pokeballs, put, like, I don't know, a piece of popcorn in them, and just hide them somewhere, and videotape the people who come to find them.
Yeah, I wonder if they geocache in the UK. I would imagine... Well, I mean, I guess you'd have to be in the right area for that, because every time I think of the UK, it's always the same image. It's always the image of, like, you know, the kind of town that Professor Layton would be in, with all the tall buildings, things like that, and it's foggy as fuck, that kind of deal. It's not, like, long landscapes where you would go ahead and geocache shit. I don't know.
Well, I think you need to update your image of the UK, mate. I'm not literally sitting here in, like, top hat and tails right now, trying to make bad jokes over video game footage.
Yeah, we don't need to be wearing anything to make bad jokes over video games, but it certainly helps.
Oh, well, it's near the watershed. I'll allow it. You couldn't have taken that poor Stufful back to its owner. You're literally patrolling the grass where it's hiding, Mr. Policeman.
I'm sorry, it's looking for the underprivileged people to go and arrest them instead.
Oh, topical. Pretty much all the time. Why isn't it changing?
Nope, there's no Stufful behind that sign. Good thing I checked.
Well, we found nearly all of them. Does quaff another repel, drink it down? Why haven't I been poisoned and died yet? We don't know.
I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I would imagine Team Skull would be doing some shit with Stuffuls, because it's Team Skull. They do anything pointless just to get their point across.
Yeah, they just do it for the lulz, really. I do so like this animation of, like, I have seen a new Pokemon, I will scan it forever. It has no secrets.
Firo, you don't have to keep flying. You can land, it's okay, because my perfect bean over here, he doesn't bother to fly all the time, even though he is a bird. Firo's like, no, I can't stop flapping or I'll die.
I was cursed by a wizard Pokemon. Now I can never land.
I imagine all Firos sound like Gilbert Godfrey now, which would make Firo very interesting. Firo!
Ah, Pharaoh! My voice gives me super strength! You've ruined Gilbert Godfrey for me, by the way, by saying that's not his real voice.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was disappointed too. I'm sitting there going, well, shit. Here's this guy who sounds just as awkward as me. Nope! It was a ruse the whole time. It just, like, destroyed me on the inside.
Who's supposed to be my role model now? God? The President? Please!
Who's this Buddha? The fuck is that? He's too fat. I can't relate to that at all.
What? How does a Remoraid evolve? This is a really old question, but how does a Remoraid, like a fish, evolve into an octopus? Is there like a real life, like, example of such a thing happening in evolution?
I don't know, Tom. Have you ever seen a real-life fish mutate into an octopus? It's not the fucking X-Men.
Well, maybe it was one of those Pixar movies that I haven't bothered to watch yet. I still haven't seen Finding Dory, although I hear it has a happy ending, as only Pixar can deliver.
I actually remember now that I legit saw Finding Dory, and it's kind of odd because I did not remember that I saw Finding Dory until you reminded me that in fact I saw Finding Dory.
You seen Coco yet? Richie says it's pretty good.
Lots of people say Coco's good. I've not seen it, as true with most movies ever for that, but I do hear it's pretty good. I personally want to see, kind of related to that, I think they need to adapt, actually, Grim Fandango into a film. I think that'd be really neat.
I don't know if it has enough material for a film. Like, a short 6-episode TV series might be preferable.
Well, I mean, the cool thing these days is to put everything on Netflix. Let's adapt everything. You know, Devilman worked. Fuck it, let's do Grim Fandango the series, or actually give me another Sam & Max series. That'd be pretty good. You know, just kind of like the old cartoon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat, actually. The Muscle Band, beautiful. Now we can get swole.
Now I can bench press all of the Stufful.
Well, good luck with that. The money is what I prefer in this situation.
I do like getting paid for doing work for people. It tends to help a lot, especially with work you don't like to do. I'm gonna need to see some money, otherwise we can't have this arrangement.
Alright, what does the Muscle Band do? Slightly boosting the power of physical moves. I'm going to give that to Bloops, who, I'm going to be honest, at some point she might get, like, switched out for another Pokemon, because it was roughly around this point, also in my run of Ultra Moon, that I was starting to feel the choke a little bit, and I had to reorganize my team.
The choke, is that what you call it?
Yes, the choke. When you can't breathe due to getting bodied by Pokemon trainers, you feel the choke.
I'm just gonna let you have that word, and we're just gonna beat the shit out of this lady.
Okay, well, not real, just Pokemon.
Well, of course.
Oh, it's adorable. I always, like, confuse Flaffy's base form for a shiny form, because it looks shiny.
I think the shiny form is, like, fucking green or something. I can't actually remember, but I know it's some weird off-color.
Let's see. Ooh, off-color. You almost triggered me into talking about a certain thing then. But I'm just reading this on on Twitter, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is now the second best-selling Zelda game worldwide.
What's the first best-selling game? Ocarina of Time?
Let me have a little look-see here. The first one...
Probably Ocarina of Time.
It's not, actually. That's the third best. The first best is Twilight Princess.
Huh. That's interesting. I guess because Twilight Princess was multi-platform, that helped a little bit.
And also, it was a launch title for the Wii, and I know because I got mine for the Wii's launch.
Ah, that's true. And the Wii was really successful as well, so that definitely contributed to it.
Can you guess what the least selling, or the worst selling, if you want to be negative about it, Zelda game?
The Philips CDI Zelda games?
No cheating here.
How's that not cheating? Those are actually official Zelda products that Nintendo said was okay.
Not developed by Nintendo. Come on, play the game.
The worst selling ones developed by Nintendo. I'd probably have to wager a guess and say one of the shitty, well, maybe not shitty, like just one of the DS titles didn't sell as well. I'm thinking, I want to say Phantom Hourglass, because I never really hear good things about that one, but that's just me.
I did kind of cheat a little bit there. It wasn't developed by Nintendo, but it is a mainline title. It was the Minish Cap.
Oh, the Minish Cap was the worst selling? That one's not bad. I mean, I didn't finish it, but I didn't think it was bad, per se. I thought it was a decent game.
Well, you know, such is life, I suppose. Alright, yeah, we're not tackling a fire type with a grass type, so get on out of here, Storleon 2, and it's kind of funny that I did keep the name Storleon, because as someone pointed out, this is a female, like, mud spray. It should have been, like, Nightmare or something.
I don't know, I kind of like Stallion, because it's more of a title at this rate than opposed to something that's tied to gender. You know, Stallion the Third, he's the third strongest stallion. You know, every so often they reboot the series and a new stallion is introduced with new enemies and new encounters.
Oh, I can't wait for Storleon of the future. That'll be so hype.
Man, Stallion Part 5 is gonna be nuts. I can't wait for that adaptation. He's just standing there. He doesn't even have any Pokemon anymore. He's like, wait, why am I dancing? I can't do anything else. I guess this is all I got.
Now I'm finally free of the wizard's curse and I can go home and become a family man.
There's a lot of wizard's curses in Pokemon, I noticed. You're just kind of discovering them left and right. Man, I hate doing all your shit for you.
Okay, we're gonna fight this dude as well? Yes, we are.
Well, second verse, same as the first. So how are you today, Tom?
I edited the Patreon Q&A video for January.
Oh, that's
should have been up in January, but it'll go up on February 1st because I'm just that type of guy. And now we're sitting here, like, struggling to record a part of Pokemon, I guess.
We're all a little off today, but hey, basically February the 1st, it's almost January, just a slight delay. It's fine. I mean, it's right after January 31st, so it's kind of almost there. He almost made it.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in January. Why can't I ever go to, like, January 32nd? You know, it's just not trying hard enough.
Well, January has enough days. You should give some to February. Sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 29. It can't make up its mind. What's the deal?
That reminds me of that one Proud Family joke. I don't know if you ever watched The Proud Family. Does it ring a bell?
I know of the Proud Family, but I never really watched it. I know that one episode where... Didn't that cross over with Lilo and Stitch one time, and then Recess crossed over? Lilo and Stitch has had a lot of crossovers, I noticed, which is odd.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch crossed over with Recess, Kim Possible, Proud Family, and Jake Long, American Dragon. But the point is, Oscar, the dad, they're like celebrating Kwanzaa or Black History Month. I think, yeah, Black History Month. And he just turns to the camera and goes, the shortest month in the year.
Oh, that's good, actually. I actually really like that.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up when you think about it. Alright, Blacks, you can have an entire month to celebrate your rich cultural history. Oh, that's cool. Do we get, like, the primetime months, like December or, like, July or even August, so the kids are off school? No, you can have February, really.
Yeah, just give them February. Just as long as we get the rest of the year. Let's not get greedy now. You know, it's just one whole month. You guys have ample amounts of time. It's fine. Don't get nuts.
Okay, they're going back to the Shady House, and we'll be there later, but to get to the Shady House, we have to pass through the scary door, and I'm not ready for that just yet.
Why should I help you? You're Hitler.
Hey, for Prawn, you've got to help me. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Futurama with the DVD commentaries lately. I forgot how funny and interesting they were. Fun fact, it was actually those commentaries that got me into doing commentary in the first place. So if you hate HFC or you just hate the sound of my voice, blame Futurama.
Of course, it always was Billy West's fault for everything. There we go.
Oh man, he is very cynical against certain, like, movie actors getting into, or well, muscling in on his business, shall we say. Yeah, sure, you know, Hokulani, there we go. Oh, I think Lanakila is where the Pokemon League is. It's the biggest mountain in the Alola region.
What kind of, like, Alola's pretty small. Well, I guess this region is small-ish. I'm kind of surprised a bus runs through here at all.
Well, don't forget, it's a series of islands, so it's the bus service for this island.
Ah, there we go. Well, whenever they need to change islands, they just drive across the water like all the other vehicles. It's fine.
What's interesting is we've only been forced to do Mantine surfing the once so far. Like, we took a boat the second time, pretty much, and I don't even know how we get to the final island, because I haven't reached that point in the recording process yet.
Well, just run, duh. Just run across the water, it's not hard. Just go fast. Just go so fast you can't even go underneath it.
I will rent a Beware, and he will drop out of the sky and run us across the ocean to that island.
Beautiful. Beautiful, majestic Beware.
Just the thought of all that raw, surging energy makes me wonder why the hell I should care. And that, my friend, is a mountain. Thanks for coming. I should really put on a shirt at this altitude.
Especially when you're meeting your friend General Mountain up here. It's cold.
Who is General Mountain?
Oh, it was a joke from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, okay. You see, I'm dumb, so... When are they going to get back to that? I think they're, like, currently, like, writing the Cell Games finale.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know Cell fought Goku, and I think they killed him? I don't know yet.
Oh. No, that would be the end of the Cell Games, mate. Oh, you mean he killed Goku? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be pretty cool to be able to lord it over the other regions in the world, like that fucking Hoenn region. It thinks it's so big with its underwater routes and caves.
Now, there was a word for this again, which I legit forgot how to say and forget that it existed, but it's, again, it's a good point to bring up with the fact that, Kukui is kind of trying to do the Pokemon League here, but at the potential cost of jeopardizing the traditions that are already set on the island, especially for the trials, for that kind of thing. So I kind of wish they brought that up a little more. They may bring it up later, we'll see, but I still think that's a good point worth exploring.
Now everything costs half price.
Can't you use this in like a Sam's Club or, fuck it, a GameStop? That'd be really great, you know?
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I need some revives. I need more.
I just need all the crystal meth you guys have, and I need that half off right away. I'm buying it all out. We're doing it in bulk. I've got very important things to do.
I will cast the magic spell, Cheaperino.
There's wizards, magic spells. Now you're turning this into a fucking modern fantasy young adult series, and that's the last fucking thing we need.
Alright, let's have a bit of a drink and we can bring this part to a close, but don't you worry, folks. We have a trial part coming next time.
You gonna use dark magic on the tea here, or just, no, I'm gonna pay full price for this one. You're a cheap-ass then, you might as well be a cheap-ass here.
Well, I'm sorry, but the dark magic does not work against baristas.
Well, of course. As you know, they are from the pits of hell, easily skernable by anything else.
Do you have a bad experience with one or something?
No, this is just hearsay.
Okay, well...
Hey, have you gone to Festival Plaza yet? I hear it's great.
Hey, have you gone for a ride on my middle finger yet? Kiss my ass.
Oh man, I now know exactly what to say to trigger you in Pokemon. I'm gonna have to start doing that going forward. Just bring out Festival Plaza and just watch your mouth foam like crazy.
It's super effective. He got super butthurt about the whole thing. Isn't he nearly 30 and live with his mother? He should be doing this right now. Too close to home. Alright guys, that'll about do it for this installment of Pokemon Ultra Sun. We're going to have a quick healing sprint so we're ready for Sophocles' trial, and then we're done here.
Take a nice little radiation shower, you know, pick yourself up, grow an extra arm or two, it's great!
Although, to be fair, I suppose I could lob Pokeballs faster if I had multiple arms. That would make double and triple battles actually go pretty well. Game Freak, can we have like a region set in Chernobyl or something next time? Give us a Russian region, and on that stupid note, we'll see you next time for more Ultra Sun.